Eric Dow from Hellsot.
And let me just tell you, they put on one hell of a fucking show. Last time I saw it was with Katagongren back a few months ago, and wasn't that like your guys' coming back kind of thing?
Yeah, and then this one turned into more of a coming back sort of thing.
Yeah, I heard the shanty. They fucking didn't want you to leave. How did that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me feel great. I always love the support our fans give us. Fucking amazing. Always great. But this one was a little bitter, man, after playing only 12, 13 minutes, something like that. Like, I can understand why the fans wanted more. I wanted to play more. We were feeling it. We were just getting warmed up. But, you know, TM was just doing his job.
Did you have fun?
Oh, I had a blast. And played some old songs, played one new song that's going to be coming up on our new album, due out later this year on In Theory Audio. It was just a hell of a fucking time, but like we just got warmed up, so I think it could have been much more.
So I heard you have another show coming up next month. How's that gonna look?
Yeah, it's basically right here, 1 month from now, March 23rd, we're opening for the legendary Udo Dirkschneider, playing only Accept songs. It's like a 2-hour plus set of just Accept classics, and they got a badass band. I saw them last year at the Grove in Anaheim, and the set was just amazing, and I can't wait to see them again. Very humbled to actually open for that, and you know, if you didn't get enough of this show here, then please come out in 1 month exactly, and I think we'll start the set from the next song we should have played.
I like the way you're doing that. You know, and then if anybody missed the portion that you play here, they get to finish off the rest of it. Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll do it.
So how long have you been in the music biz now?
Me personally, over 20 years. Here and there, I'm a drummer as well. Some people know that. I'm a manager of bands. I'm a touring musician. I've planted myself in the industry as much as I can. This particular band is just the one I sing for, and it's been the best band that I've ever been in. It's been the most active band I've ever been in. This band's going on about 8 years strong now. So out of 20 years, you know, it's almost half of my life was spent on this band, and the love that we get from the fans in this band is just crazy, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Well, it's good to hear. I'm glad you're going to have such wonderful fans. I saw them at the Colorado show. I saw them here. They're loyal as shit. And I think they're going to bring you to the top one day, dude.
Well, a lot of people have been saying that for 8 years now, and I don't know when the top is, but you know, as AC/DC always said, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, and I'm a fucking rocker through and through, and I'm ready for that long fucking haul.
As long as you're not willing to give up, I think you got this, dude.
This show, you know, putting together the band last minute after our guitar player quit when we were in the studio just a little while ago, and you know, you heard it. I mean, like, the fans dug it. That was their first time on stage with us. It was like nothing had happened. Like, we hadn't lost any step. So, like, that's just a testament to don't quit. Don't fucking quit. Ask your friends for your help. Don't be afraid to ask your friends for help.
All right, finally, do you have anything to say for up-and-coming musicians who want to go to the top like you guys do?
Quit. Right fucking now. If you've got like a job, a girlfriend, a dog, or a cat you love, or a kid, or any sort of ambition at all, but you know that being at home is okay, be at home. If you're crazy, if you are absolutely mental and you want to do this to where you won't quit when it gets tough, and you won't know how tough it is till you're actually out there doing it. I can't explain it to you. It's the toughest shit you'll ever do in your life. If you don't want to go through that, quit now. Unless you're just doing it for fun, and then that's cool too, but quit.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm here with
Sergulas.
David.
My name is Daniel, by the way.
lovely introduction, don't you think, guys? Alright, so you guys are the first to open, and let me tell you, I think you guys were fucking killer.
Right on.
Looks like you had a battle act?
Yeah, Dark Funeral.
Was it worth it?
Totally worth it.
How was it performing out there, being the first band for Dark Feet?
Oh, they're heroes of ours. 14 years old, loving those dudes. I was gonna come to the show anyway. He said you can open now. That's even better.
I got in for free.
At least he's honest, guys.
Looking down at the keyboards, trying to make sure that I'm playing what I'm supposed to be playing right. Every time I'd look out, there'd be more people in the crowd, and that was kind of a pretty trippy thing to see. It started with 5, and then I'd look back out 15, and then I'd look back out 20 or 30, and then by the end of the set, it was like, whoa, it's packed. Cool, and it was good feedback too.
Yeah, it was packed by the end of you guys, and then all of a sudden it got crazier and crazier. What'd you guys do to them?
I don't know, we just did our thing.
Shake the beat
we
nest.
we love this music, so I think what we try to
I
generate.
hit the drums.
Yeah. He played his guitar.
You know,
He hit his sticks on the
for
drums.
better or for worse.
But
That man threw his beer.
There's that guy.
Interesting night.
ultimately, I
him.
think it's one of those things where if you're a fan of this genre, you want to try to encapsulate your love for it in some sort of new way. I think we do our best to convey that.
Fanboys.
At least they're honest.
Most of the time, we're honored to be doing these kind of shows.
And I enjoy not wearing black.
Goku over here.
I gotta appreciate that DVC, man.
There it is.
All right, so how do you feel about the stigma people in the metalhead community get, especially in the black metal community?
I've never been happier to get my face punched in by my brothers and friends and all that, and it is aggressive and you're taking your chances, but it's just, we love it and no regrets, it's the most extreme, music you can play, and in some way, like you said, we're trying to translate that, and hopefully we do it successfully, and worst case, I look like a smiling idiot, but at least they know I'm having fun out there, It's beautiful.
Yeah, have fun. And stop crying about it.
Yeah, I think, I've been hearing a lot about this controversy, particularly with Take, or whatever the news wants to try to convey them as. This Norwegian black metal band is having, kind of a misconception about what they are actually singing about. And I think it's easy to get disillusioned by that if you're looking at this kind of music on the surface. And if you look at it deeper and try to let yourself go into it, you realize that what it really all is, what all of it is just an outlet for people to run amok in. It has nothing to do with discrimination. It has more to do with having the freedom to express yourself.
That was beautiful.
Nicely said.
And more about the community, I hear you are locals, and you actually know the founder of the Metal Swami. Would you like to tell us how you actually grew to know him?
Brian, one of the coolest dudes I met, and we met him back when we were in high school, just getting into metal. And we go to his record store, Blue Meanie Records, that was ran by Norm, who played for Psychotic Waltz. And they were really huge in Europe and back in the 90s, and kind of known as like humble legends in a sense. And over the years, records and digital distribution started, outweighing actual CDs. So, Blue Meanie didn't really last through that. And as unfortunate as it was, Brian's the one who stepped up and, made this thing, swap meet for the fans, essentially. And it's just grown over the past 7 or 8 years that, it's turning into kind of like a Metalhead's Comic Con. And yeah, more the merrier.
More nerds.
More
Quite literally, this man's playing fucking Disney and Rick Party.
I'm a hodgepodge. I'm a walking contradiction.
You guys are nerdy. I would know. I'm one of you guys.
We're a jolly bunch.
I walked into a black metal show with flip-flop shorts and a Goku shirt.
And did you feel loved?
Hell yeah.
So
There you go.
Thank
We're
you
all,
for all the
all metalheads are all nerds. It's fucking great, right, guys?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. you guys have any plans for the future? Anything new coming up? Anything you're really excited about?
Currently, we're working on an album. It's going to be our second release. Our previous one, which is available on SoundCloud, Sergulath Music, and it's called Murder in the Eyes of God. Our newest EP is called Masochist, and we spent about the last year and a half putting it together ourselves and finding the right people to help finish it and make it into something that is truly listenable to the extent of where it sounds good through every outlet, car speakers, stereo, iPhone, all that. And that's probably the most challenging part, apart from actually recording it, which came pretty easy to us because Dan had written most of the material about 10 years prior to actually recording it. So laying it down was the easy part. Getting it refined and made into a proper package for the fans and for us, essentially, it is where real work comes in. It's a recording effort as far as I'm concerned. And that should be out hopefully this year. That's our goal.
Well, I can't wait to see what you bring to the Metal Swap Meet.
Oh,
It was a pleasure seeing you guys. I loved seeing you guys kick ass out there, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Have a great night, guys.
Hail Satan.